Hello, gorgeous soul, and welcome to this epic podcast. This is a place where you are encouraged and you have absolute freaking permission to unapologetically go after all of your dreams, all of your visions, all of your things on your vision board, like everything that your heart desires. I'm your host, Angharad, the High Vibe Babe, and I believe that we're all in this life to expand and experience our wildest dreams. If one of us can have it, then we all can. So that is the aim of this podcast. Each week I'll either be going solo or have guests with the aim to inspire, uplift you and give you the tools for you to live your most epic AF life and business possible. You can find me on Instagram with the handle @HighVibeBabe. Now let's get into today's episode. Hello gorgeous, Angharad here. Today I'm going to be talking about emotional intelligence and around accountability. Have you ever identified with wishing or wanting or desiring to be more accountable to yourself, to have a higher level of accountability in your life? And why do we want accountability, right? If it's a yes, okay, so normally we want accountability because we actually want to get the results, right? Then to go and do the actions, which is then going to create our results, right? So this is one of the reasons why hiring a coach is so incredibly powerful, because you have so many things. Like, not only do you get support, but you've got the most accountability you possibly would have ever had in your life, because you're investing money into your growth. You're investing money into producing results that's going to make you the person that you ultimately want to do, to be able to achieve what your soul actually wants to experience in this life, right? And the reason why emotional intelligence is closely linked with accountability is because when we can untangle all of the mess, what I often find with my clients and myself and a lot of people that I talk to, like honestly everyone, what I find the common theme is, it's like this in our brain. And there's limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, limiting actions, all of the things, all of the fears, everything. And then underneath that, when we can pull it back and remove those limiting thoughts, the limiting beliefs, and the things that are actually keeping us where we are, and they're not serving us, right? When we can do that, what then we can do is we can untangle everything. And then with emotional intelligence, we can drop down our emotions and we're actually able to make intelligent decisions, because when emotions are high, intelligence is low, right? So when we can pull back and remove the limiting factors, then we can actually look at things and trust our emotion and trust our emotions that they're guiding us to what we want, because desire is an emotion, right? It feels amazing. It's like, yes, this is exciting. This is what I really want to experience. It's fun and joyful and playful and all the things. So for us to be able to get to where we want to go and to be able to achieve and call on the things we need to do, which is also actually manifestation as well, focus on what you desire, right? So it's attaching emotions to a thought and then acting in a way as if it's already yours, because it actually is, because our soul is outside of space and time, right? It's like literally connected to the universe, to God, to everything. So when we use emotional intelligence, we can pull back all of the layers, strip back and pull the little things where they belong in the slots that they belong. The mother-in-law belongs here, the relationship stuff here belongs here, the money stuff belongs here, pull it back, and then we can look at it all with intelligence, emotional intelligence, and then allow our emotions to actually guide us to what we want to achieve. And that's the reason why it links in, because then we are accountable to our dreams and accountable to doing what we really want to do, because it's not this giant ball of mess, right? I'm sure you would resonate with the fact that often feels like it is just far too complicated, far too difficult, far too hard to just even make a step, because it's just too messy. And that's the reason why working with a coach is so great, because it's so much easier to give advice to someone else than your own self. Someone else has a bird's eye view of what's going on, and it's easy for them because they're not emotionally invested in your situation. What happens is when we're feeling scarce, or when we've got no money, or when we've got things in our relationship going on, or whatever's going on, we have emotions attached to those situations, those feelings, those limiting thoughts, to all of the things. So someone else looking in doesn't have the same emotions that you have, doesn't have the same level. So remember, with law of attraction, what happens is we have this situation, for instance, let's go with money, okay? We have a situation where we are feeling scarce around money, we don't have enough money to pay our bills, or we want to go and book the holiday, we don't have enough in our account, or whatever it is, and the sale's about to end for the flights, whatever is going on. So then we're attaching emotions to it, which is, oh my gosh, I really desire this thing, but then I'm freaking out, I don't think I'll be able to pay the bills, and now I'm worrying about it, and now I don't know how I'm going to do it, because I actually want to do this thing. It's this polarity, right? So what you've actually done is you have attached emotion to a thought, and then you're expecting it to happen. You're expecting, oh, I'm not going to actually have the money, so I'm actually going to have to put off the holiday. I'm actually going to do what I do. So literally, by law of attraction, you have brought everything into your life based on your beliefs. It all links. Whereas if you want to create a new reality, what you do is you trust yourself differently. You show up for yourself differently by rewiring your beliefs, rewire what's going on in here. So in that situation, what you can do So your belief would then be, okay, I desire to do this and I know there's a way. I'm being guided. I know this is going to happen. I know this is 100% aware. And then you attach emotions to it and go, I picture myself at this Tony Robbins event. I picture myself booking this holiday and I'm going to enjoy it. And then you act in a way that it's already yours. And that's basically when you go and hire a coach, this is exactly what you're doing. You're acting in a way that you know it's already yours. The accountability, the emotional intelligence, the support, everything that you're truly desiring is already yours because you're investing in it and you're showing up looking for the answers. Because we have this beautiful thing in our brain called a RAS, which is a bundle of nerves at the base of our brain, sort of connects to our spine, and it looks for evidence based on what we're thinking about all of the time. So like, when you buy your first car, it's a Honda Civic in my case, and you didn't see any, but then you buy your first Honda Civic and you're like, oh my gosh, this Honda Civic's everywhere. How did I not notice this? It's because your RAS is now looking for evidence of the things that you're thinking, believing, and attaching emotions to. It's a very long, see how everything is connected to everything though? This is the reason why working with a coach is perfect, because you pull back, you strip. This is what I spend most of my time doing with my clients. Honestly, we pull back the mess, untangle it all, put everything in its slot, and then we deal with them one by one. And then what we get to do is we get to trust ourselves. We get to show up for ourselves because we're being accountable to showing up these sessions, to showing up, always looking for growth areas, always looking for things to celebrate, always attracting new things into our life, the experience that we really desire. This is what we're doing. And then we actually end up getting the results that we truly want because we are invested in it, we're doing the work, we're thinking about it, we're doing the unsexy work, unprogramming ourselves, and having the support that we truly desire. Accountability is one of the reasons why I hired my first coach. And if this is calling you, you just send me a message and we set up a clarity call or just chat in my DMs, and I'm really looking forward to working with the woman this is really speaking to. I am so glad you tuned in, and I hope you have a really lovely evening and you've had a really great weekend. I will see you again. Bye. If you have enjoyed this episode, I would adore if you would screenshot it, chuck it up on your stories with your favorite takeaway moment, and tag me at High Vibe Babe on Instagram so that more people can see this and get this content and get this message out there to really shape and change and impact other people's lives. Do you desire to be around more high vibe women who really get you, who encourage you, who support you no matter what? Yeah, well, guess what? I have a place that you belong. It is called High Vibe Babes Community. It is a free Facebook group and I would love to have you in there. There are so many free trainings and epicness in this group, so please get your booty in there. It would mean the world if you would subscribe to this podcast, do the reviews, the rating, the stars, all of the things. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to chat with you on the next episode. I'm sending you all of the vibes and all of the love. Over and out from Angharad, the High Vibe Babe.